What's up guys, it's Deity, and today's video is going to be going over what is the best pick from the current Mystic rotation. So, a couple of things real quick. I am working on the new player guide. I made a new account for that. It will be up probably tomorrow. So, I'm trying to get that done. Just bear with me. But that old account that I was playing, all the live streams are up so far, up to like day 14. I am going to be giving that account away. I'm going to make some content on it. I'm going to be giving it away probably mid January. So any of you that are interested in that, join the Discord. Just join the Discord in general. We're almost up to 10,000 people. And if you ever have questions like this one as to what you should pull from the Mystic banner rotation, the answer will be in there. So I will have more information regarding that account giveaway and everything. So any of you guys that are looking maybe to win that, it's a really good account. If you are curious, if you go check the live streams, the account is looking very good. It should be able to reach champion in like 40 days. So the current Mystic rotation has 4 characters. They always have 4 characters unless it's a new character being introduced to the game. So with this list of 4 characters, currently the best pick is going to be Bellion. We are getting a balance patch on Thursday, so some of these characters may be better. So you might want to wait till Thursday and see if any of these characters get buffed. But the number 1 pick is Bellion. Number 2 pick is Celine. Number 3 pick is Specimen Says. Number 4th pick is Judge Kisa, even though I know she looks amazing. So she just is the best looking character, but Bellion has a skin coming for RTA. So a lot of you guys, if you're newer, you're not going to be able to achieve that skin. But if you're able to hit Masters RTA, you will get a skin. Her skin looks really, really nice. Plus, she's just the overall best from this. So if any of you are wanting to summon on her, then you can. So I'm going to go ahead and show build examples for each one of these characters. I do use all of them except for Judge Kisei. I won't show a build example for because she is borderline unusable right now. So with Bellion, there are multiple ways to use her. One of the more common ways is a counter set Bellion. So this would be the counter set option. If any of you are going to build her, I do have her on counter and Elbrus as bulky as possible. So the reason she's good is because she makes it to where the opponent cannot have souls, and she's just an RNG nonsense character. She can win you games that you should never win ever. And playing Epic 7, you should never win the matches that she pops off in. So she's just a very, very solid character to have into cleavers and people who try to play higher momentum. She has a ton of counters. You cannot rely on this character to win, but she is a late draft or arena Guild War defense character that can work very, very well for you. So other build options you can do is injury. You can do a full damage build option on her. If you do anything other than counter set, though, it is highly recommended that you have Elbrus. If you do not have Elbrus, then I would highly suggest counter set. So next up is going to be Celine. So Celine is a character that normally would be picked late draft, and she's a character that no matter what, whenever she gets hit, after she S3s, she'll have a buff where when she gets crit, whenever she is hit, she will automatically counter and deal a absolutely insane amount of damage. My favorite artifact on her is going to be Dust Devil. It makes it where she has a chance every time she counters or just S1's attacks in general, she can do it again. So this has infinite damage potential, and it's super, super fun to play. She's the most, actually Spez is more fun, but she's a very, very good character overall if you can pick her into the right situations. So certain arena and Guild War fights are great for her. In terms of RTA, you have to pick her late draft. She can be used on speed set. They changed her recently, or about a year ago, to where she heals more. So you can just build her on speed set. There's no reason to go lifesteal set anymore. One thing with her is she has the ability to where she cannot take more than 51% of her damage or max HP in a single hit. So no matter what, she will not get one shot unless the opponent is using anything that gives additional damage after the attack. So Rocket Punch, Uberius Tooth, artifacts to deal additional damage. Rimuru one-shots her. MLK Ron would one-shot her. There are certain characters that will one-shot her if they have any additional damage, but from the initial hit, they cannot do more than 51%. Meaning that if you have a barrier that's equivalent to her HP, so as you see, she has very low or semi-low HP. The lower HP you build her with more barrier, then that barrier counts as HP. So there's a lot of ways to build her really, really effectively. You could go or you could go kind of an effect res build and pair her with Christie, and that is a almost unkillable combo between the two because the damage share between them makes it to where Christie takes some of the damage, meaning it takes 3 hits, I think, to kill her. So there's a lot of cool things you can do with her, but just know she's really weak to debuffs, and she's really easy to play against if you know she's there. So another late draft pick character. Now, third pick, last one I'm going to show is Specimen Says. I love this character. He's the most fun ML unit to play, in my opinion. If you ever get a game where Specimen Says actually works, it is so, so cool. So I actually have really good gear on him. I realized that today. I picked him once in RTA, and I technically won the game, but I played like an idiot. I was trying to get like a highlight reel clip and have him kill 2 units back to back instead of just killing the safe unit and winning the game solely. I wanted to win in a stupid way, but either way, he can still be used. A lot of people are like, oh, he's terrible. This character is insanely strong with setup. So in any kind of content like PvE, cat, any kind of content like PvE, Guild Wars, or sorry, not PvE, but Guild Wars and Arena, he's going to be super, super good because you can set him up to do. My cat is getting this back. You can set him up to be able to one shot because the way he works is if the enemy is stunned, he gets 100% defense penetration on his skill 3 and it extincts. So units like MLU Fiend, Arbiter Villager used to be a character that this was decent into. Were both really, really good for him to, or really good because he can extinct them. Or anytime the opponent has like a Destina and is wanting to revive their characters, you can just extinct them instead. He does end up still doing pretty good damage anyway with his skill 3 if you build him higher damage because it automatically penetrates by 30%. So having that guaranteed penetration just makes it where his S3 does pretty solid damage. His skill 2 is an AoE that can stun. So as long as you pick him into characters that do not have much effect resist, he can just AoE stun turn 1. I used to do it to Spectre Tenebria all the time. And his skill 1 makes it to where he has a stun chance on that too. And if he does stun a character with his skill 1, he boosts his combat readiness. Now, one thing as well, if his skill 3 is on cooldown, he has a 20%, or not on cooldown, he has a 20% chance to counter. And if he counters and then stuns, he CR pushes by 20% every time, or 25%. So that together can create some crazy, crazy scenarios with him. He's very, very fun. Whenever you rip that skill 3, you can kill anything in the game in one shot. So and it extincts them. They can't revive for the rest of the game. They're gone forever. So this character is super, super cool. I don't advise any newer players to get him. If you do have him, learning to use him in Arena and Guild War is super, super good. It's actually, I have one of the higher end Arena frames, and I do remember I did use him. Maybe not in this season, but I did use him in pretty high Arena early into the game because if you can set yourself up for stuns and extinctions, you're just going to win for free. So very, very fun character to use. Those are all the 3 characters. So again, I am working on the new player guide. It will I should finish it tonight, but I don't want to try to rush upload it tonight. So should be tomorrow. I'm playing a new account for it. I'm on day 3. I'm like messing with the login so that I can make sure that I can just upload it consistently. So I just don't want to leave anything out and regret that I didn't do it right. So I've been every time I do it, I redo it, and it's been like 3 weeks now. So once I get the second episode done, though, every episode past that will be very, very easy because it's covering less topics. Just the first videos are really hard. So if any of you guys, again, are ever curious on characters, whether you should pull them or not, the Discord is the best option. Any questions with the game, regardless. We have, like I said, almost 10,000 people in there. You will get your answers. You might have to comment it once or twice in case it's the chat is moving quickly in there. But you will get your answers. So be sure to join Discord. Second, Biblis versus Lidica. So Biblis is already gone. If you pulled her, cool. I think she's a fine character, even for newer players. I think newer players might be able to use her more. In terms of Blooming Lidica, I'm waiting until I can actually use her in RTA to tell you whether or not I think she's good. I do have a video that I might release tomorrow that I think she's pretty solid. I don't think she's like top tier, super broken, but she's like a high speed one-shot threat character. So I built mine at 290 speed, which I know is unrealistic for mostly everybody. That is newer players at least, but I really think building her fast gives you a lot of potential to do things that Lethe cannot do for you. So I do really like her. And I mean, Lidica is my favorite character in the game. I am going to try a bunch of ways to make her work before I suggest pulling on her or not. The thing is, she is limited. Usually pulling on limited units is never a bad thing, but we're likely to have a bunch of collabs coming up, so I'm scared to tell you guys to pull and use all your bookmarks on a mediocre character whenever something insane might be coming. So I'm always hesitant. I want to make sure whatever I tell you to pull on is actually usable and pretty good, at least especially for newer players, because I don't want you guys to have a bunch of characters that sit and do nothing. If anything, just pull Lidica next year and Biblis next year. It's fine. But that's all I got. I'll have a video going over those two and showing you if you did pull Biblis how to play her on a new account. I do have her on the challenge account that, again, I will be giving away. I'll probably link it to a sponsor to enter the giveaway. You'll have to do the sponsor. I do sponsors giveaways in my Discord. You'll see how it works if you join in. And if you're interested in that, that's how you'll enter into it most likely. But I'll figure out all the details. It'll probably be toward the middle to end of January that'll give that account away. But it has ML Ken, it has a Tywin, it has Conqueror Lilius, Mediator Cowrick, it has Spectre Tenebria. It has a lot of stuff. It's a pretty good account and some good ML4s. It should be really fun to play it. So that's all I got for this video. Thanks for watching. Sorry for the little bit of longer update, but hopefully you guys got what you needed, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.